Yeah, tilt that a little bit. Put the kernel on first.
Yeah, man, that data analytics homework was pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that class, huh?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the easiest data class that you take as undergrad. That you're required to take to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's not the easiest because there's an intro. That's the second one, and then there's a third one. So yeah, the third one. That's like the one in the middle though.
Middle difficulty.
Yeah, but it feels like it's up there. I don't know. I feel like just data classes are always up there in difficulty level.
For sure.
You know. Let's see. See if this mic is working good.
It is. Got two green lights over there.
Trying to make sure to where I'm able to be heard.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, the last video was very good in terms of like the voice. I was able to be heard. Let's see.
It's him right there.
So new coach.
There's the kernel. Did you see that movie, Elvis?
Elvis?
Came out a few years ago. Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. He's this crazy Australian. It wasn't much of a clip, jeez. It's the top clip on YouTube. See him for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But he's a director who basically makes 2.5 hour long music videos. He did Moulin Rouge and Elvis. And
I saw the trailer though, I think, but I never actually went to see the movie. When did it come out? Like
4 years ago, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Like recent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it came out soon, but like time, goes by so quick.
I feel like Tom Hanks's PR team doesn't want people. Okay, I can hear him.
It was partners. It was Elvis the showman.
Such a weird performance. What?
I always knew I was destined for greatness.
Is he still gonna be in more movies though?
I ran away to
Tom Hanks.
Where I learned.
Is he still acting?
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure, man. He loves it.
The art of his known job. Of emptying a room's wallet while
I wonder what age they retired.
on their face.
I don't know. Some people do it until they die. He's one of our most beloved actors. A lot of people compare him to Jimmy Stewart, which is
I could create the greatest show.
Jimmy Stewart from It's a Wonderful Life.
After the carnival, I moved into the music business, the country music business. I partnered with one of the biggest stars.
What does that get us?
You've seen this movie, right? It's a Wonderful Life.
Is there a song that goes with it?
No. It sounds like it would be. Sounds like it'd be a musical.
Yeah, it sounds like yeah.
But no,
One song.
there's no song.
Why he ever started this cheap.
But yeah, a lot of people compare Tom Hanks to him.
Nobody else can say anything against his character because his whole life was, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this.
Not the, like, delivery, but just he always played good guys. He's like,
It's like-
America loved him just like they loved Tom Hanks because, you know, it's one of the biggest actors, but he's not like Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio where they play these edgy roles or they play a lot of villains, you know. He's like, he's not play nice guys, wholesome folks. Saving Private Ryan. Catch Me If You Can.
Saving Private Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Let's see.
You ever seen this one?
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, he tricks him right there.
Come on to the bathroom.
He gives him fake stuff and like paper in the wallet.
Yeah. So young.
That's
movie.
new IBM's electric.
Put your hands on your head.
Print type in 5 seconds.
Shut up.
About the ball.
Put your hands on your head. Put your hands
You know, he's got over 200 checks here.
Hands
Indie
on your head.
drafting. He even has little payroll envelopes.
Put it down.
That's
Put
crazy.
it down. Drop it.
Relax. You're late. Right? My name's Alan. United States Secret Service.
Crazy
Before
how
you
young he
started,
is.
Jump out the window. My partner has a new
It's fun going back to these old movies because,
You think the FBI?
like, a lot of times actors like him, they did different kinds of roles when they were younger, and then they settle into something. This happened with Pacino. Like, they settle into something, and that's all they do. Like, they play that vibe for the next 20 years. But at the time, you didn't know that that's what the future was going to be.
Take my whole wallet.
Hmm.
You want my gun too? Come over here. Take my gun. Hey, look.
Not so much with Leo, more like with Brad Pitt or Pacino. They really settled into a groove. DiCaprio, I think he's always done
Piss in his pants when I came.
a bit a little more experimental.
Hey Murph, yeah, call the LAPD again. I don't want people walking through my crime scene.
I didn't expect the Secret Service.
Don't worry about it. Well, what's your name?
Henry. Carl.
Yeah, DiCaprio's been in. I feel like he's just been in more high pressured scenes
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
than most actors.
Oh, tough luck, Carl.
Mm.
5 minutes earlier, you would have landed yourself.
At least I feel like more than Brad Pitt. You know, like this comparison.
Mind if I come down?
Brad Pitt's like really good. I forgot like what his
Sure thing, just give me a favorite.
what a really good strength of his is. Like just compared to his acting.
That LAPD should be here any second.
How good of an
I know
actor
he's
he
really
is.
like really sympathetic.
Mm-hmm. He started when he was so young.
Yeah.
So, like,
Hang on.
for like 25 years, even De Niro was Scorsese's guy. Like his first big movie, Mean Streets, with De Niro. He makes Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino. Almost every movie he makes puts De Niro in there. Like, that's his guy.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what movie. There was some movie they did together where De Niro had done a movie with DiCaprio when he was a kid. And he said, "Oh, this kid's great. Like he should play this kid role in this other movie."
Yeah.
And he kind of passed the baton to DiCaprio. And now DiCaprio has made
Right.
most of his Scorsese's movies. It's like the De Niro period, the DiCaprio period.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But this movie's like where he like acts as of different people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he tried to be like a pilot or something. And
Yes.
he like fly. I think at the beginning he tried to fly a plane.
Yeah, that was the first one, the first con.
Did he actually fly it? I don't think he flew it.
I
I don't know.
can't remember. Maybe co-pilot.
Yeah, probably.
I remember a scene where he's in there and he's like, I gotta figure out what to do, and then he improvised somehow. Yeah.
Whoa.
I was looking up New Year's, different time periods.
What do you mean?
You said you wanted to talk about psychology of New Year's, how we think about it.
Oh yeah.
Ancient Greece. Yeah. That Dionysus, the Dark Lord from the East.
Early Romans celebrated in March.
He's a cool god because, like, when you learn about Greek gods as a kid, they kind of brush him under the rug. He's this weird addition. People think he comes from Eastern religions, so like the Middle East, maybe Egypt. He's the god of wine, vines. He's the god of music and theater. Like, the whole tradition of theater in the West came out of a religious ritual for Dionysus. Mm-hmm. They used to just chant and then wear masks, and eventually it morphed into making performances.
Yeah, they liked him a lot. They like Dionysus a lot.
Oh yeah, but he's a weird Dionysus. I'm not spelling that right.
Sounds like dinosaur.
Like, there's this play called The Bacchae,
Yeah.
which is another name for Dionysus. It's about these women who are in a cult Dionysus. They follow Dionysus and they run to the wild, like drunk on some wine or something stronger, and then they run into the girl's father and they rip him apart.
He's the god of wine, fertility, ecstasy, ritual madness, and what else? That's interesting.
Yeah, the Greeks were weird, man. He was always followed around by satyrs, which are like little goat men from Narnia. The character's based on a satyr. Mm-hmm. This is what the image we have of the devil comes from. Because back in ancient Greece and Rome, he was just a god. He was associated with the farmers, the countryside. It's like a
Satyr?
nature god, a satyr. But yeah, it's weird, man. Like, they have all these myths. Like, Dionysus shows up. You got a bunch of like goat guys, and then they just have like an orgy.
What?
Yeah,
Weird.
the Greeks were wild, man. The Romans, they pretty much took everything, same gods, just changed the names, but a lot of like the weird sexual stuff that Greece did, they weren't having it. Like, that's weird.
Do you think the Greeks were more weirder than the Spanish?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, the Spanish were obsessed with Catholicism and the law. Like, when they showed up in South America and Mexico, they would pull out a scroll and read like the Miranda rights, basically, like, we are from here, you have rights, this, one, the other thing. And like, none of the natives knew what the hell they were saying. Like, it was completely pointless, but it was important to them. They were just obsessed with legality. So
Yeah.
they had to like establish a legal precedent to what they were doing. They couldn't frame it as we're more powerful, we're going to steal things. No, it had to be like, we're civilization, we're reading you the law, and we're going to operate in a logical way. So,
Gotcha.
but they were
That's
like,
interesting, man. Because
yeah,
like, usually when I look at Greek goddesses, like, you get like the one power. You don't have so many different things, like Apollo, god of the sun, and stuff like that. That one's like Paul is like the god of the sun, but that one talks about so many things that it has, like so many traits about like ecstasy. Like, what kind of ecstasy is it talking about?
Basically, being drunk.
And then it talks about fertility too.
Theater. Like half these gods are fertility gods. It's like religion for most of human history is mainly about fertility. There's the concept of an afterlife either doesn't exist or it's a minor thing. That only comes along with the Abrahamic religions and a little bit with Hinduism. But with most religions, it was just like, please God, like for the love of God, let us have a good harvest so we don't all starve to death. Let there not be a flood or a plague on the crops where then we all die. Because society just, for most history, was going through Malthusian cycles, which is when, like, every time they expand and create more farms and more people just have more kids and more kids. The population balloons, and then every like 5th year there's a drought, and there's not enough crops to feed everybody. So then thousands of people die, and there's war. It's just that expansion and contraction for most of history. So yeah, fertility gods. It was all about.
It was because of the fertility gods.
Yeah, it basically, like, they relied on just interacting with their tribe for morality, and the gods, they just tried to please the gods so that they could have crops and not die and not get diseases. There was no concept of an afterlife for most of human history. It's all fertility. It's cool stuff.
So many gods, though.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Cersei. Not spelling that right. Cersei. Oh no, Ceres. That's what it is. Ceres, goddess. That's the Roman name for her name. In Greek was Demeter. It was the god of the harvest. So she's always got wheat crops in her arm. And that's where we get the name cereal when you go to the grocery store. Cereal just used to refer to like all grains. And then cereal was made out of grains, and now we just call cereal whatever you get to make money.
So she grows like a bunch of helps grow a bunch of crops.
Yeah, she's just the goddess of crops. The most important fertility goddess. Agriculture, motherly relationships. Then you have Hera, who is, I think, also a goddess of fertility, but she's like super jealous. She's Zeus's wife, and Zeus is constantly sleeping around, and she hates it. Basically, the Trojan War starts because she's jealous. And then you got Aphrodite, who's the goddess of love.
Aphrodite.
Demeter and Cersei. That's where you get your like mother. So you got like the god of motherly love and crops, fertility with your farm. And Aphrodite is the goddess of romantic love. Like the Greeks thought that if you saw a hot girl walk by, that she was temporarily, basically like possessed by the goddess Aphrodite, just for a brief moment while your heart rate's speeding up. It's cool.
So like that's the feeling you get from that's Aphrodite.
Yeah,
It's not you.
yeah. So there's a lot of overlap, but
Yeah.
But like, so they also believed that these weren't the true forms of the gods. They're kind of vaguely described as like a presence, kind of like the Christian God. There's one myth where I think it's with Zeus. Like there's this woman, a human woman who's got like a little thing with him. And then he says, like, I want to see what you really look like. And he's like, no, please. And she's like, I demand it. And then when he shows her what he really looks like, basically, like, she gets blasted to pieces.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't want to get like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what other cultures celebrate what New Year's different time zone or whatever? Are they used to?
With the Romans, they had the god Janus. That's where we get January from. It's God looking forward and backwards. So he's the god of gates. Like they put him up on like the city gate as you're entering the city
Yeah.
of Rome from the countryside. But he's also like the god of the new year, beginnings. He's god with two.
And what are those quarters called? I don't think they make those anymore.
No. I think that's from the Roman Empire.
Like super rare. Probably goes for a decent amount.
Oh,
I don't know. I just see like what's it called, like Pawn Stars here and there, where like people go and try and like sell silver coins or whatever, gold or just like different types of items from around the world. And sometimes like, they get a good price and sometimes they don't. But like a majority of it, it's like a bunch of these like coins. Get some of them are like from America. Like from a certain age, that like there was an era where like they made really valuable coins.
yeah. Eat 12 grapes. I've heard about that one. That's Latin America. Spain. At midnight, eat 12 grapes.
I never heard of that before.
Also in Mexico.
Yeah, my mom has said that, but it's like hasn't been like heavily implemented. I forgot what that's meant for.
Maybe one for each month. Good luck for each month, something like that. Doesn't explain.
Bring on pods. Serve oysters and champagne. That one sounds really good.
That sounds gross.
You don't like champagne or
Just, like
oysters?
an oyster, like it's just a raw fish snot. Like you gotta let that digest. If you're like pounding champagne on that, you're just gonna have like disgusting
There's alcohol in
Vomit.
seafood, yeah.
vomiting oyster, half eaten oysters. So.
You gotta put some lime on it, man, and salt.
Yeah.
And a little bit of like hot sauce, and then slurp it up.
I like oysters. It was just maybe a little champagne, but like
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm not a big champagne guy.
me neither.
It's fruity, and then it's just like has like a different, not drinkable for me,
Yeah, I like the red wine a lot better, less acidic.
Yeah,
Plus, the white wines tend to be sweeter.
maybe like a margarita
Margarita's great.
and oysters or something, or beer and oysters. Wear colored underwear. That's crazy.
That's fun. Watch fireworks. Sure.
They probably watched it at the Upper House, near the Upper House by the bridge.
Is it door unlocked?
Australia.
It sounds like the purge waiting to happen in Ireland.
Leave the door unlocked.
I like the pots and pans in Ireland, though.
Yeah.
Just run through the streets banging on pots and pans. That's fun.
Clean your house? What? Do you not clean their house while you're...
It's so lame, but it's also kind of smart.
Japan
idea.
New Year's tradition include using December 31st to clean their houses. As a part of OSU.
Oh,
There you have it, guys.
Sushi. Sushi.
It means deep cleaning to welcome
OSU.
Tashigami, the god of the year. Tashigami.
OSU was actually started by Japanese imperialists.
OSU.
Yeah.
Hang onions.
Okay.
Spirits of fortune and fertility.
Yeah, people thought onions were an aphrodisiac for a while.
Like the god of the what?
Well, so so aphrodisiac means like it makes you more like sexually virile.
Oh.
Yeah, like helps you get a boner basically. People thought onions did that. The Romans thought garlic was a powerful food before battle. Heard that one the other day.
How? How do they? Do they just like break it up and smell it, kind of
I imagine they roasted
hold it, and then just
I think they roasted
touch
it.
their? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
They're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, you can see like it's like such a strong smelling, tasting food. Maybe they thought it made you strong
Yeah.
and fierce.
And they kind of held it. They're like, this is pretty sturdy.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
has a pretty like decent smell to it.
yeah.
Or the fact that it might have just made them cry
Mm-hmm.
when they were cutting it. The onion.
Yeah.
They might have just connected it to like some emotional thing. I don't know. It's like, why does it make me cry?
I heard that was George Washington's favorite food.
Onions?
Like a onion. They would just serve it on a plate, like a single roast onion.
Oh, roast onions? That sounds kind of pretty. That's pretty good, actually.
I saw it on this show, like they had Ken Burns on, just on a plate. Ken Burns. Good food. There we go. I was nerding out on some of these shows, like right there, just like a single onion. It probably is good. It's like a French onion soup, but just the onion. But yeah, that's what they served at the White Houses. Washington's
onions?
favorite. Just one big onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like onion. It's pretty good.
Yeah. What else we got? Okay. This is what the soldiers would eat. Basically just flour and water. It's like hard and dry. It didn't taste good.
Did it?
But it wouldn't spoil. It didn't, no.
I bet it didn't. Consistent two ingredients.
Yeah. It's a box with some
They could even take ramen back then.
no ramen. Dude, it was rough. Like basically
When was ramen even invented? For it to be good enough to be
I don't know.
useful. You know, it's like
ramen. When was ramen invented? Imported. It was invented in 1859. You know, another like the biggest meat in America up until like the 1870s was pork because it preserved best. You know, it lasted the longest in a barrel. They would just take a pig, chop it up like huge pieces of pig, put it in a wooden barrel, and just layer it with salt, like an incredible amount of salt.
yeah.
And then they would pour salt water into it, and that would cover like every surface, and then it would just dehydrate the heck out of all the pork.
And just save it for next
Yeah.
time.
Like they like three big barrels of 3 pigs and 3 barrels would last a family the whole winter. And then when you wanted to have some pork, you would take a piece out, soak it like hell in water, try to get some of that salt out. It would still be salty as hell. So much salt.
To eat?
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like we put everything in the fridge, but if you put enough salt on meat, like bacteria is gonna have a hard time growing on it. It just dries it the heck out. It's crazy.
That makes sense.
So then it wasn't until like we opened up the Old West that you get we switched over to beef, and now we're mostly chicken. I think because people realized that beef was less healthy, and they switched to chicken. So pork, beef, chicken.
There you go. More beef, pork,
Yeah.
beef and chicken.
Been learning about the Old West though. I've been watching that Ken Burns documentary in the Old West. So, dude, it's like America the sequel, the Western Frontier.
Yeah.
Because for the first 200 years of our history,
It was Yellowstone.
we were just on the coast. We were just this little strip on the coast, colonial America.
Indians and cowboys.
Yeah, there's so much going on. Indians and cowboys, like horses came over to the New World with the conquistadors. So
Right. That's how we got horses, right?
yeah, so you have tribes like the Sioux who were just farmers, but then when the white man came, they traded for the horses. So basically, like their civilization evolved like rapidly. So 200 years later, there are these fierce horse warriors, like practically like Genghis Khan. Like it's crazy. Like their whole way of life completely changed. They were able to like migrate out onto the plains. You could kill buffalo a lot easier. There used to be 20 million buffalo on the plains, like just
That's a lot.
everywhere. Yeah, just everywhere. Crazy. You have the railroad. Yeah, you go out in like if you were a fur trapper, because people wanted these fancy hats called beaver hats. People liked hats made out of beaver because beavers go in water, right? So their hair is naturally water resistant. So everybody in London and Boston and Paris, they wanted one of these beaver hats. So back before the West was settled, it was a 30
Like
year
they were
stretch.
pretty good for rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like-
That's what it kind of.
That was like the iPhone of the time. So the fancy people would wear and everybody wanted one. So they would send mountain men, like the movie Revenant. That's what they are.
Yeah.
They're mountain men. So they just send them out in the wilderness. It's incredibly dangerous. Like you get killed by an Indian. You're just out there alone in the freezing cold. And then you have to go into a stream to make a trap for the beaver. So you're getting wet and it's cold. So most of them died of fever. But you're just wandering around like this.
Yeah.
And then
That really is Revenant.
once in a while they have a rendezvous, which is French because the French were doing it a lot. So Mountain Man Rendezvous is like, I don't know, once a month, all the fur trappers in the area meet up at a camp and basically just gamble away all the money they made catching beavers, gambling, prostitution, and alcohol. It's like the whole history of the West. There was like,
It was pretty
Crazy.
big. It was pretty big in that era, huh?
it's just wild. Like,
I feel like
basically,
that's kind of regrew.
everyone was just a drunk and a degenerate gambler. And
In the
just-
Wild West, yeah.
Well, I don't know. It gets exaggerated. More with the mountain men thing, but with the Wild West too. It's cool. It's crazy with the Wild West because like people would be out there driving cattle because like
Drunk.
when they when they
wanted to, yeah.
when they come into town. So you come into town when like your boots are getting worn out. So you come into town. The first thing you do is you get a haircut. You get a shave. Actually, the very first thing you do is stop by the police department because a lot of towns,
Check in.
there were so many cowboys coming through, like it was dangerous. So I said, all right, if you have guns, you have to check them at the police station or else you get arrested. Some towns, they didn't do that and it was extra dangerous. They just keep the guns on them. But yeah, you check in your firearms, you get your haircut, they pick up some new boots, and then you just spend the rest on whiskey, prostitutes, gambling. Basically, like you never accumulate any money. You just spend most of your money on clothes as they get worn out, and then women, gambling. It's just crazy. The whole gambling thing is, it's just, I don't know. Like I get it and I don't get it, because like people didn't. I don't think they knew how to count cards back then or anything. Like they would just
Yeah,
constantly
they're-
lose all their
yeah.
money. You know?
They're less aware.
Yeah.
They kind of just saw it as, I don't know, the opportunity to kind of, I don't know, use their money in a way more than that. Like, I don't know.
Something to do. I looked it up the other day. It said like a lot of them were just natural born risk takers. Like
Yeah.
the frontier, people gravitated toward the frontier if they were natural risk takers. So like the people today who are entrepreneurs or who have really dangerous jobs or who ride motorcycles, they would go to the frontier. And so what do you do for fun when you're a risk taker? You gamble
Right.
and then lose it all.
Yeah. And then win it back.
Yeah.
One day. It's crazy.
There were professional gamblers and people like Buffalo Bill, who basically just retired and gambled until he died. There's a thing in here with leather pants. I like these picture books because it's like going to a museum. Like it's one thing to read the history books, but then books like this are cool because they just bring it to life. Just thinking like look at those pants, man. It looks like mummy skin. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It was like pretty
Just, everything had to be made by hand back then.
tough.
Yeah. Like if you wanted a hat, you had to somehow make a hat out of an animal hide. It's crazy. Nowadays, everything's automated, synthetic.
Yeah. It was way better to make a hat back then than now.
Yeah.
Way better for sure.
How's it going?
What's up, man?
It's going pretty well. I love this. I know for a bit.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, you're recording a video.
Yeah. Just a casual podcast.
Oh, you started back up the podcast.
We've been doing it here and there.
Okay.
It's pretty casual. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was worried whenever you started taking that stuff down and said that you were getting rid of it all.
Yeah, all the original equipment. Got a streamlined rig now. It's all in this thing.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're back to it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
A lot less cables for sure.
Yeah.
Man, bro, these Indian wars are crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. Like them thinking when they agreed to fight with the
The white man.
those settlers. Yeah.
Well,
Natives were just dumb back then, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I think they knew they were gonna be
They're
exterminated.
influenced so easily.
Like people, the government never had an official policy on it, but it's basically an unspoken rule. They said, like, kill as many buffalo as you can, because that'll make the Indians starve, basically, or get them to go away. So yeah, I think they knew they were gonna get wiped out anyway. So if you're a warrior culture and your whole way of life, like your children's lives being threatened, I think that's why. They did win some battles, though. They won the battle of Little Bighorn. Whatever Custer's last stand was, they won that one.
Nice.
Then you had like the gold rush. That was crazy too, because for millions of years, gold would just be naturally filtered out as rocks. Yeah, you go into a stream, there's rocks all over the bottom of the stream. Some of those used to be gold, like just because it's harder. Well, not necessarily harder, but for whatever reason, it would filter out. So if you were part of the gold rush, you just pan for gold. It's right there in the bottom of the stream. Just sift through all of it, even through all of it. And then I think so many people moved out there to do that. Eventually, there wasn't any left. There was a shit ton. But then when that was gone, the rest of the gold was, still in the granite, and they needed big machines to smash the heck out of these rocks, use dynamite and stuff. And at that point, it wasn't a strike it rich kind of thing. You were just an employee working in a mine. Yeah. But it was exciting. It was like, oh, I can just go out there and just go in the water and just it's like finding
Yeah, just finding
gold in the river.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Some people made it out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy going to like the river, especially even now. Finding gold.
Yeah.
Chances of that. you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even oil, do you think it's getting harder to get oil now? Do you think we're draining all the oil from the world?
I think I remember hearing that there's still a shit ton of it left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. But we'll get to the point where we don't need it. So I don't think there's much of a rush. But it is crazy that like there's derricks here in town and it still hasn't run out. And all that is from trees that were buried. Oil is such a wild thing. How does
That's how like it was evolutionized with them.
excuse me, algae. Oil is from algae. It's crazy. So like, this entire
Plankton, that's crazy.
the entire plains used to be underwater.
Yeah, it's like the parts of the tree that you don't really.
It's crazy, dude. Isn't that wild? Science is so crazy. So all, I mean, if you took
I can kind of, yeah. I mean,
if you took an entire beach, like off of Florida, took an entire section of beach, and you dried up all the water, so that all the little critters in the water fell to the bottom. Like you just have like a little bit and a bunch of sand. Like
yeah.
it takes millions of years for enough of it to build up and then get buried. It's just so it almost sounds made up. It's so wild. Algae,
Yeah, my
plankton.
God.
And it's so homogenized too. Be weird if it smelled like fish still. It's crazy how that happens. I feel like I need to see this. How oil forms. It's just too crazy of a thing. Oil and gas.
Have you seen Glory though?
Yeah. That's a good movie.
I started watching it, but I never got to finish it.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, who else in that movie?
Matthew Broderick from Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, that one. And he's also in. No, he's not. I was gonna say Patriot, but no, he's not.
Yeah. We had to watch the movie in school.
Those two.
The movie won a bunch of Oscars.
Glory.
Yeah. Movie.
Yeah, it came up. I feel like I've seen it before, but when it came up on Netflix, I was like, kind of looks familiar though.
That came out with Glory. I thought there was some other movie similar to it that got snubbed. Poet Society. Nah. Civil War. Let's see. Biggest Civil War movies.
Glory.
Cold Mountain. That one was good. That one's brutal. Like,
Really?
yeah, there's just soldiers like roving the countryside, raping people. It's crazy. It's a good movie though. It's like one of those movies where they just take a real bleak. I mean, history is everything, you know. Like, so that stuff actually happened. Dances with Wolves.